Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Terrace Bay Beach. Today I'm going to do a little walk to put up some more signs. Just do a check of the trail. Some short video for everybody. This is our trailhead A10 at Terrace Bay Beach. I'm going to be going to Danny's Cove. So we are here. Going to walk up to the A10 access here and out to Danny's Cove. Just for a little stroll. Take some video along the way. Hope you enjoy the day. As you can see, there's very little snow in Terrace Bay. A little bit more than we have. We have a lot more in Scriber, but very little here in Terrace Bay. See you on the trail. As always, make a good plan when you're heading outdoors. My wife knows where I'm going, when I expect to be back. Stop at the trailhead and look at the information that's here. Make sure you understand how difficult the trail is. And away you go. Just up the trail from Terrace Bay Beach, we're going to cross the Aguasabon River. This bridge is named after Lou Duquette, longtime volunteer with the Snowmobile Club. Did a lot of work for them. After his passing, they named us as Lou's Landing. So give Lou a nod whenever you come by this place. Quite a pretty view of Terrace Bay Beach from up here. Just about a 10-minute walk off the beach. And shortly after the bridge, you come to the T intersection here. These signs were put up by Doug Steferick and the crew back in the day, quite a few years ago now. Tell you which way to go. So up that way is up towards the falls in the gorge. We just came from Terrace Bay Beach and we are going that way down to Danny's Cove for about another kilometer or so. Look at that. There's a trailhead. Must be some information to look at on there. So here's that trailhead sign. All sorts of good safety information on there. The "You Are Here" locator. If you look at that star, when you see it on our signs, you could also look down here on the elevation chart, and you can see that's where the star is. West is to the left and east is to the right. Our trail going from west to east. Pretty good information on here. One of the things we tell people to look for is that blue markers are used for the main trail, white markers are used for access routes and side trails. So we just made it through this intersection here. This is the intersection of the main trail. Down to Terrace Bay Beach will be all marked in white markers, and up towards the falls, towards the end of the trail at the eastern terminus, will be marked with blue markers. One of my tasks out here today is to put up some new signage. These signs were designed by Tiffany Runge from the Voyageur Trail Association. Thanks, Tiffany, great job. They look really nice, color stands out. Steve Dominy, our trail maps coordinator, went around and got all the funding for these signs this year. They're funded by Destination Northern Ontario, Province of Ontario, Trans-Canada Trail, and the Voyageur Trail Association. So thanks to all of our funders. We really appreciate your partnerships and your support for us. As you see on these signs, we've got a QR code. That QR code will lead you right to the membership page on the Voyageur Trail Association website. And what we're asking for is people to use these trails is to be aware that we are volunteer organizations all the way across the Voyageur Trail Association, Cascals being just one of the trails. And the way we get support is through memberships. So your $35 membership funds things like these signs, gas for our chainsaws, parts for our chainsaws, organizations going out to go and do vendor shows, stuff like that. So we really appreciate it, and if you want to help us out, the easiest way you can do is become a member of the Voyageur Trail Association. Make sure you indicate which club you want to be part of at the bottom of your membership thing. Thanks. We're almost out to Danny's Cove now. Just entering Thunder Bay Field Naturalist property in the Terrace Bay Nature Reserve. Now, Thunder Bay Field Naturalist bought this property when Buchanan was going bankrupt, 2019-ish, something like that. But they've agreed to let our trail go across it still. We mark our trail and we keep it up for everybody to use, but we have permission from the landowner, who is the Thunder Bay Field Naturalist, to use the trail through here. From this point onward, what they'd like to see is there's no ATVs or quads, whatever you want to call them, to go from beyond this spot. So if you don't mind to park here and then walk down to Danny's Cove, it's not too far. Their nature reserves protect a lot of things, disjunct species, special flowers and stuff like that grow just in certain areas. And that's the landowner's wish, is that you don't access the property with motorized vehicles, hiking only. So they have a sign up in the back over here, the orange sign, that says no hunting, fishing, trapping, or motorized vehicles. That's the landowner's wish, and we always honor the landowner when we had them along the trail. If it wasn't for the graciousness of people like the Thunder Bay Field Naturalists, OPG, Nichols property, it goes on and on down the trail. We probably have 5 or 6 through the Cascals. We wouldn't be able to have a trail out through here. So we ask everybody to please park your ATVs here if you come down this way, or just go for a walk, because it's a nice trail all the way down into here. We made it to Danny's Cove. Danny's Cove is about 2 kilometers away from Terrace Bay Beach in Aguasavan Falls. It's an easy walk for the most part of it. There's just a little bit of rough coming down over here onto the shore, but easily accessible for most people who could just put on their shoes and walk. If you're on a Lake Superior Circle tour, I recommend you stop at Terrace Bay Beach and walk up the trail, cross the bridge, make a left-hand turn and come out here, pack a little lunch. Make sure to take all your garbage out with you, please. Anything you can pack in, you can pack out. This is an absolutely beautiful little location. Take your blanket, have a little picnic, just enjoy the scenery. So it's a pretty easy trail to stretch your legs out on. And yeah, I would fully recommend it for everybody to come out here for a hike. This is the last sign I have to put up for today. These are specific to the Cascals with the funding received from our trail maps coordinator Steve Dominy. So the trail becomes difficult with the Black Diamond. Those who are aware of with the mountain biking associations and the skiing know that a Black Diamond means difficult. So what we're putting these on is specific spots, just like here past Danny's Cove, where it's an easy to moderate trail all the way into Danny's Cove. And if somebody were to come walking along the trail, they'd see within a few meters that would come across a sign that says trail becomes difficult, and they can make a good decision based on their abilities and what the timeline and whatever they have for that day left to go hiking. So thanks again, Steve. These are going to help us out in the Cascals. The trails are in good shape still. There's some rain forecasted for this weekend. Very little snow in the bush. There are some icy spots. I would recommend that you bring a pair of picks with you if you're not as good on your footing as a lot of people. And in case you do come across icy sections, they're easy enough to put on to be safe out here. The rocks can be slippery when they're wet in the summertime. Everybody knows that. And in the wintertime, it can be absolutely treacherous out here, so you got to be careful. Let somebody know where you're going, even though we're all grown-ups about it, but I still tell my wife where I'm going when I plan to be back, so that if something the worst does happen, she knows where to send somebody to come and get to me. Again, thanks to all of our volunteers for the Cask Isles. It's been a good season again. We're about to have snow out here. We're into November now. There'll be snow out here on the trail, and it'll be a little bit more difficult. We will have some of our people out here snowshoeing in different spots, but it's not going to be open as it is in the summertime at all. But if you want to come out for a little walk out to Danny's Cove in the wintertime, put your snowshoes on or your spikes and go for a walk. It's usually beaten down by the people at Terrace Bay. So thanks for that as well. Again, thanks to our volunteers who come out here and help us clear the trail all summer long. We couldn't do it without you, right? So, you know, sooner or later, I'm going to get over this addiction I have to being out here hiking. But as you can see, I'm not out of the woods yet.